Jeremy, congratulations, a very dominant performance over Pedro Carvalho here in Dublin. How happy are you with the performance overall?
I'm happy with the win, regardless. I would have liked to get the finish, but you know, there's a lot of circumstances whenever you travel across the world, and just to overcome those is a big part, and I'm just still learning in this game. And yeah, I'm just ready for the next one.
Yeah, you know, like it was a fairly comprehensive win in the end, but it sounds like maybe you're not quite overly happy with it, or would that be right to say?
It was a bit with my rehydration, I think. I made a little mistakes just on the rehydration and things behind the scenes that like I was really dry, mouth was dry, and I wasn't sweating, but I felt exhausted in there, you know, and my gas tank's a lot better than that, so I know there was just a little things I gotta to shore up moving forward.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, the most probably adversity you had to come through was in the first round. Pedro was looking for a submission. Did you feel it was ever close, or you felt in control?
No, like, I mean, he had a tight squeeze right at the very beginning, but he jumped for it too early, and like I said, I think I'm the best grappler in the division. I think I've proven that time and time again against all these guys that I go with. Sanchez, they said the same thing. He's going to have submissions off his back, and I knew if you're at 145, if you're a featherweight and I'm on top of you, you're going to be in trouble, and I'm not too worried about what you're offering from the bottom. So like he had a little bit of a squeeze, but it actually just gave me a takedown.
Ultimately, it was your grappling that got you the win in the end. You know, was that your game plan coming into this fight, was to utilize your grappling and your jiu-jitsu?
It was more so that I wanted to really hurt him with some hands, you know. He's a guy that leaves himself open. He's a very pressure fighter, so I thought I could sit him down with some hands, but as soon as I got in on the hips, just like, you know, 90% of the division, as soon as I got a hold of him, I was like, you know, this is my path to victory.
Coming into this fight, it was being billed as a #1 contender fight.
Yeah.
Do you expect to be fighting for the title next?
I believe so. You know, I don't know who else there is for me to fight. You know, that's three wins in a row. You know, I'm starting 2023 with wins over Sanchez, Pico, and Carvalho. You know, all ranked in the top 5 when I beat them. And so I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. They're all dominant victories. I think that's the fight to make now.
So do you think they will send you to enemy territory again?
I mean, they can. You know, that's the story of my career. I've been all over the world. It's a cool way to see the world. You're always learning, and you always have to overcome different things when you travel. So, I mean, in a perfect world, I get to fight, you know, California or somewhere in the States, somewhere local to Vegas. But, I mean, I'll try fight Pitbull in aisle 8 in a Walmart. I'll fight him anywhere. I don't care. I just want that title, and I want that fight. So we can go wherever.
Yeah, and there's no more AJ McKee. You kind of left the rest of the division behind you, so it has to be you, right? What if Pitbull is listening to this interview? What would you like to tell him?
I'm coming, man. I've been on the heels. I've been on his heels the whole time. When we were he was fighting Borix and I was fighting Pico, he was already talking about fighting Pico, you know, so that's left a sour taste in my mouth, and since that fight, I was like, I can't wait to earn my shot to fight him, to prove, because he was overlooking me back then, and he was already looking at the guy I was supposed to be fighting. He was looking at that was going to be his next fight, you know, and now there's talks of him going down to 35, and he's probably calling his nutritionist right now, trying to be like, yo, let's get me down to 35 because I don't want any of this. And I'm ready for that fight. That's the fight to make. That's the only fight that's left. I've nobody else in the top 5. You know, like I said, I got 3 wins in a row against all top 5 guys, and there's no one else for him. He's a guy who wants to stay busy, so let's do it. We can go ASAP. I'll fight him in any corner of the world at any time frame.
Extreme Couture is at an all-time high. There's happening a lot of great stuff over there. How did your camp go, and how was the energy in the gym in preparation for this Carvalho fight?
This is a great camp. You know, like every camp I get better and better and better just because I'm learning constantly, and I stay in the gym. I'm just so regimented, you know, that my coaches don't let me slack off. I live there full-time in Vegas, so if I'm not training, that's my life, that's my job. So I'm always training, and if I'm not training, I feel like I'm not doing anything, so I get back in the gym and keep my diet clean, and so I'll be ready to go whenever, and the gym's at an all-time high, and it's showing we're all winning, you know, because we're doing something right now.
Enjoy the victory, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sit, get some Guinness, man. My man, thank you.